Hey cousins, it's time to have real discussion. That's what they say on the other podcast. When the other podcast is finna be real, they be like, let's have a real conversation. Now, I don't have to say that because all I do is have real conversations with y'all. And I tell you what, let me tell y'all something. I want to go ahead and give a round of applause to the cousins that go ahead and unsubscribe and move the fuck on, as opposed to sitting around here fucking around and waiting to get blocked. When I post something you don't like, and you don't want to sit here and explain to me what I said and how I might have messed up, and you went ahead and unsubscribed and moved on, I want to give you a round of applause. Let me tell you something. I appreciate that shit. I appreciate that. That's how people. If people function like that, the world would be beginning to be a better place. If I see something or hear something that made me uncomfortable and didn't make me feel good, I'll be like, you know what? I don't want that. I don't want that. Let me go. I'm not going to hover around, fuck up the thing, be in and out, pointing my finger there and saying, furthermore, and another thing. No, I'll be like, I'm not down with this conversation. I don't like what she talking about. She sound goofy as fuck. Let me unsubscribe. Maybe another time I'll see where she at. But right now, this ain't what I want. And I'm going to go to where the people going to make me feel good. One more time. Let's give a round of applause, y'all. Go ahead and give a round of applause. That's excellent. That's what I call self-aware. Because I do that. I do that. If I'm, floating around on the internet and stuff, and somebody say some wild shit, and my face be like, what? That ain't like that. My mind be moving all fast and stuff. I'm not about to go back and forth, first of all. I'm not going to go back and forth because I don't got that type of time. You understand? Now, sometimes I will when I ain't really doing nothing. I'm kind of laid out and chilling, rubbing my feet together. Then I'll be in the comments, really being, inflammatory and combative. But for the most part, I'm gonna just go ahead and say not interested. When I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling and I'm giggling and I'm doing all that, looking at the fun stuff, and then something crazy come up and it be one of them Jubilee shits. Not interested. Cause you're not gonna bait me. You're not gonna bait me, have me in here sweating and carrying on, trying to type, and then I only could do 150 characters when a bitch like me could crank out 20, 25 pages in 2 hours. With up-to-date peer-reviewed resources, cover page, and an index. No, I'm not even interested. You're not even gonna do that. I'm that type of bitch that I know I'm gonna be like part 1, 2, 3, 4. The goddamn Twitter. It's a thread. I got to get the whole. And when I know I'm that type of hoe, nope. You didn't make me feel good. I feel bad. I'm going. I appreciate people who function like that. With all that being said, because you probably like, girl, what's she talking about? The Wyatt Six don't make me feel good, and I'm going to speculate. Bray Wyatt. Let me say this. I stepped away from the podcast for a few months because Bray Wyatt had a SmackDown tribute show, and the shit was terrible. But whatever. My pop's anniversary was around the death. So, the feels, I was feeling some kind of way. So I said, let me go ahead and get off this wrestling stuff or whatever. And when I came back, that's when I said, you know what? I have goals and stuff like that. I want to get down and to get down, see how far I can take this shit. And then I put my foot, draws, and ass into this podcast. And it's just been trajectory zoop ever since, right? With that being said, I feel like Bray Wyatt did not want his works, his ideas, his baby. Because when people create stuff and people who are creatives, they really take their art serious, right? Like when I do this, I consider this an artistic expression. Even though people's like, oh, it's just about, it's still expression. This is my thoughts coming out my head. So when someone comes and like don't really take what I'm saying or listening to what I'm saying and then come with that bullshit, it's offensive. So with Bray Wyatt, he had all these different things going on at once in his mind, and he tried to, with the worst possible people, unfortunately, the WWE, try to extend that in the great arena. Like Bray Wyatt would have probably, I'm going to say this, probably fared better in Hollywood. The White Six would have been a perfect Hollywood horror, a la Rob Zombie and his that bullshit, the Devil's Rejects, right? I could see that. I could have seen Bray Wyatt say, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm about to take my ideas and my artists and my stuff, and I'm going to go shop around some shit in Hollywood. But I feel like Bray Wyatt could have had a movie out already. Well, I don't give a fuck whether it was A24, Neon, some of them Our House movies. They would have gave him some dough. You understand? Now he went on to glory and health issues and stuff like that. That health ain't nothing to play with. Y'all heard about Jonathan Gershon? Shout out to Jonathan Gershon. That's Jordan Grace's husband. That man had 2 strokes. And they speculate it is because of a COVID infection he had. That COVID ain't nothing. Listen, y'all can sit here and fuck around with brainworm Kennedy and he when I worked at that hospital, and that's one thing I miss not working at the hospital no more. I had the inside track on all that shit. The pandemic ain't never ended. Motherfuckers is still in here fucked up. That's one of the reasons why Keith Lee can't get right. He had COVID, and remember Meechin? I ain't never gonna knock her when it come to this. She dropped every motherfucking thing and went to her husband. We could sit here and make fun of her about her work and her character work, but that bitch loyal as hell to her man. She dropped everything and went to him, and I don't know the medical term right now, and I can't pronounce it, but the membrane around the heart was inflamed and swollen, okay? And that's what injured Keith Lee. Now, Keith Lee says he's fine, he's ready to go, they're not doing that with him. That's a whole nother conversation for a different day. But shout out to Jonathan Gershon. We even had the other one. Oh my goodness, what was the other one who landed and got paralyzed? But I think he on the way back. Because I was following him, that young man. God, this wrestling is something else. With that being said, because I be veering around, I don't think Bray Wyatt asked for this. So on SmackDown, the Wyatt Six showed up, and this is what took me out. Let me tell you what took me out. Hold on.
We woke them up from their dreams and made them realize the true reality they've kept hidden.
We've made it very clear. This is not about fame or glory.
That was Dexter Lumis and Nikki Cross. And when I tell you that took me all the way the fuck out, I don't even know what the fuck she said. She said fame and clotting or like clout. What did she say? Dexter Lumis had a good thing going in NXT when he was playing that Dexter serial killer character. And y'all thought this man was going to be in this. And then he looked a damn fucking donkey. Listen, Joe Gacy, this fit him because he was trying to be with the schism and all that old shit in NXT. Only thing Aaron Rowan ever did was the Bludgeon Brothers. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing different. When they came up with the Bludgeon Brothers, at first I was like, what's going on? But that shit was so fucking campy. And Vince had them running through people. They was tag team champions, the Bludgeon Brothers. They won the tag team at WrestleMania 34. I like the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers. I'm over here sipping on something, but it's literally watermelon juice, and don't even go there. Like, I'm so serious. Listen, everyone, I don't know this whole thing is a mess. It is given High School Musical. I don't know what the fuck they did to the Wyatt Six. They went to WrestleMania, did not do anything. Them people in there folding themselves up. You see Candice LeRae look like a damn... The way she was landed on her face and just laid there. To the fact that she even took that bump. You got everybody working fucking hard just so they could drop the titles to these guys. And nothing comes of it because WWE has nothing for them because of the way they rolled them out. When the Wyatt Six got rolled out, they took motherfuckers out backstage. They blew a hole in fucking Chad Gable's brains, okay? Motherfuckers back there was bleeding and laid all out. Now, if you'd have kept going with that and just was banging motherfuckers in the head and just wreaking havoc and showing up and fucking things over, maybe I'd have fucked with you. But y'all not doing nothing. They're not imposing. They're not a threat. They're not scary. They don't say anything. They're literally sitting here like, it's not about the film. It's not about how you feel. It's about how we feel. What is your motive? What are you doing? Somebody explain to me, what is the Y6 doing? What? First you were going after people who was fucking over the family. Okay, boom. You got fucking Solo Sikoa right there. He done fucked the whole family over. Now we gotta suffer with the MFTs. Nothing. Roman Reigns. Why? They never gonna put them in front of Roman Reigns. The Y6 should have been ran down on Roman Reigns. If they was real about their shit, the way I would have been Uncle Howard again all over Roman's ass. Do you hear me? Okay? DIY should have been had a program with Uncle Howdy and them the way they fucking up the but I don't understand. And the star of the Y6 is not Uncle Howdy. It's not Bo Dallas. You know who it is? It's Nikki Cross. I know I'm not the only person that hears the pop that she gets every time she shows up. We want to see Nikki Cross in her character of who she's Sister Abigail. We want to see Nikki Cross go out there and get the girls. We almost had something going good with her and Scarlett. When Nikki Cross was behind Scarlett and Scarlett was screaming and Nikki was... Why you didn't do something with that? Why isn't the Y6 and Karrion Kross button heads right now? Karrion Kross is talking about he mad because people don't want to do what he want them to do, and he's the conscience of everybody and shit like that. Well, apparently the Y6 are too. I need somebody to tell me, what the fuck is the Y6 mission statement? So is it that they bring something out of the people and have them willing to do crazy shit for no payoff? Is that the mission? I got to know. I can't get behind the Y6. I already said, listen, at the end of the day, the bell got to ring. These motherfuckers ain't doing nothing for me. They don't fucking wrestle. They got the damn SmackDown tag team titles on hold. You about to have Montez and Dickface Tommaso. They about to run it back again, fucking themselves up for nothing. For nothing. Nothing. It's disgusting. And I'm tired of seeing it. Y'all go ahead and tell me what you think.